What's going on, guys? JSGC 171, and we're here again for our football review. We're chipping along on them now. We're starting to get through the years, and this time we'll be covering, well, we're going to the Steel City for Sheffield, and we're going to see Sheffield United. There's the ticket for you. Sheffield United back when I was 17 to 21. Still am for now, but there, Sheffield United in the Jessica Ennis upper tier, which I don't think is called that anymore, but you know the end. You're in that tier 1. Behind the goal, nice view. Now, doing an overall review out of 10, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 straight up off the bat, and I'm going to cover all of my day. Now, I have been to Sheffield Wednesday too, so I don't want to kind of spoil that one for when I cover that one, so I'm going to cover only what I've covered in when I went to Sheffield United, rather than what there is to do in Sheffield. Research that one or watch my Sheffield Wednesday video when that is up. So in the day, we took the train nice and early from Preston for the 3 o'clock kickoff in January. It was cold. We were covered up. What were we? We were layered up. That's the word I'm looking for. We were layered up. Got there to the ground nice and well. We got into Sheffield nice and early onto the train. We still had 3 hours before kickoff, and we needed a way of killing off an hour or so before we headed over to the ground to have a little explore of there. Now, we never went into Sheffield City, but this one we did for Sheffield Wednesday. We'll cover that one in the next video with them when I get round to it. And we drank at the Tap, Sheffield Tap, right next to Sheffield train station. So if you're heading by a train, I recommend it 110%. It is one of the best places to drink I have ever been to. It's the best I've ever been to when doing football, and it's one of the best I've ever been to in my whole life, wherever I've been. Absolutely awesome. I'll put up a picture just here of what the tap's like, and you've got just literally a load of drinks all over the tap, and I like to try different drinks, and it was amazing. It's a nice little busy place, can get quite crowded, but there's always it's one of them places where you go in, it's busy, but there's always a table, always one table, and you can go there, sorted. Super. It's a nice little place. It looks dead old-fashioned, and I should imagine it's quite popular with students when they're travelling to the Steel City, when they get in there or when they're heading back, and it's conveniently located for the train station. Awesome place. Cannot recommend it enough. Check it out anywhere. This isn't a sponsored video by them, by the way. I just love the place that much. We've been there twice now. We've been in Sheffield twice, because it's where we do all our drinking. It's great. We always end up having 2 or 3 drinks. It's that good, not just the one. Now, the day itself was cold. We headed over to the stadium after we went to the tap. It was about half a mile's walk, maybe just a bit over. You end up walking down some industrialised street, main road, and then crossing over, and you've got like underground tunnels and everything. It's like a main road, A road, and it's quite dangerous to cross. So you end up walking across there, and you end up like near some signs, and just look to your left on the signs, and you'll see Bramall Lane, a lovely ground, League One, now a Championship club, of course. Kudos to Sheffield United fans. I'm glad they've gone up. I would love to say I'm going there next season, but I've got 92 other grounds to cover, and I'm not made of money to go back there. But if I were, and I've covered all the grounds, I'll be heading back there straight away. And they're back in the Championship, and I'm sure they're delighted, and I am delighted for them. The ground itself is big compared to all the other League One grounds that we've been to. Nice bit of architecture. It's not out of its place in the Championship, and it's awesome. Now, I'm going to add, because I've got area written down what the area is like. It's very industrialised. It's very studenty-like in my opinion, but it's really friendly, and it is one of the nicest places that I've been to, and it's probably the best place in the United Kingdom that I've been to. Sheffield. I cannot recommend Sheffield enough. If you want to head there as an away fan, then head there, head to Sheffield United or to Hillsborough. In my opinion, it's easier to get to Sheffield United, considering I've been to both. It's very walkable, whereas Hillsborough isn't. It's out of the way into Sheffield. It involves extra transportation. And if you're a home fan, you want to be, well, I'm just going to ask why you've never been to a Sheffield United match if you're a home fan. Get there if you can. And if you're a neutral wanting to watch Sheffield, then head there. Head to the tap. Amazing place. Amazing day. It was that good. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Preston lost. They lost the game outplayed, made to look ordinary, but they still got promoted that season and Sheffield United didn't. League One for you. They lost, and I still gave it a 9 out of 10 because it was that good a day. It was that good, even the steward was friendly and photobombed us, and that'll just pop up there. Awesome day. Love it. Transport, well, I didn't use any transport apart from the trains. I mean, it's simple enough to get to Sheffield. I mean, it connects most of West Yorkshire. Things seem to run there either to Leeds or to Sheffield. Very easy on trains to get there. Trams I have used, that was for Hillsborough. Don't need to use it for Sheffield United, and it's quite walkable. But I seem to remember there's quite a few car parks around. Nice big spacious one in front of the main stand in Sheffield, and it's big. I mean, when you've been to League One grounds like Rochdale, Crewe, Walsall, teams like that, all having 10,000, maybe less, and you get to a stadium that, you know, is really large, and the attendance, I think that day was over 20,000. It's a championship ground. I mean, you can tell it's been a former Premier League club, and I am glad it's been promoted. It's one of the best days I've ever done. Really don't regret going to these types of grounds, and if you're in the lower divisions and get to these types of grounds, as much as I love the old-fashioned smaller grounds, you can't beat these large ones. I love them. They're not the oval-shaped modern ones like you've got in the Premier League or like Milton Keynes that are franchised. They're lovely architectured, large grounds. Hillsborough has the same feel. Cannot recommend it enough. I love it. Imagine Sheffield would be a 10 out of 10 if I'd only got there earlier. My fault it isn't a 10. Imagine if it was a nice, warm, summer's day in, beginning of the season in August. Imagine how good a day you could get there. You get there at 10, 11 o'clock. You could head into the centre, head to the tap, head to Sheffield United's Bramall Lane. They even have alcohol on service in the concourse, I think, as well. Awesome place, awesome people, awesome ground, awesome day. So, we'll tune in again for the next part where we'll be heading into Yorkshire again, but this time through the hills, past Rochdale, right on through, no, not Huddersfield, but up to Bradford. So we'll see you then for Valley Parade, or whatever sponsorship name it has now, and I'll see you for that one. So this has been JSGC 171, reminiscing about his lovely memories in Sheffield. Made me uber jealous that I'm not going there this year. Peace! Ciao for now.